Belair. One of my friends who I've known for about probably 13 years or so, believe it or not, is a Belair lover. Or actually Chevrolet, a 57 Chev lover. He loves the 57 Chev. He reckons it's probably because it was the year he was born in. I don't know what to say to that. I mean, you know, each to their own. But yeah, this one I'm going to do just like the truck that I did earlier last night. Itself is going to be a complete rebuild. It's going to be a clean up first of all. As you can probably see from the car, it's an absolute wreck. The car you see up there without an undercarriage has no engine in it either. That is the basis. The shell is based off a BMW, which I am in the middle of rebuilding. I've also got one that looks like a Lamborghini Diablo, which I'm rebuilding as well. But this one is the one I'm going to broadcast, which will be the Chevrolet 57 Chev. Yeah, so what I've got planned for this thing is, well, number one, as I said, a massive cleanup. I mean, look at the body; it's an absolute wreck, as I said. The car is going to get a complete respray. I'm not going to have it the colour it is, which I think from the looks of the paint job, it looks like it's red, so I don't want the red on it, although the red does look good. Let's take this outside, take it to the wash bay and wash it, and then we can go from there. I've got a funny feeling it's going to turn out rusted up pretty bad, as you can probably guess. Can anybody please tell me what your thoughts are? Should I put aftermarket parts on this car or not? Please let me know in the comments. I would really love to see this thing either with aftermarket parts or just after, you know, or keep it stock. I mean, I am an old school boy. I do love old school stuff. Let's get started with taking the panels off of it that are, which we know are practically RS. I'm trying to decide on what to do with the engine. I'm unsure what to do with the engine at this point. Well, that's the car itself stripped of its bodywork. Now to get the welder over there and have a go at fixing all the welding, or doing welding on the vehicle that has to be done because the car's such a wreck. That turned out quite nice, actually. It really has. I don't know what the colour to do this car, but the paint job on it's turned out quite nice. I have seen pictures of Chev Belairs like this, with striping like that on it, or the bodywork like this at the back. Deep blue. I've seen them. I've seen them all sorts of colours. I've seen a white with that there in that colour, which basically blends in with the car, which I don't really like. You know, you got to have, when you have a car something like this, like something this classic, you got to have it pop. You got to have it stand out. You can't just have it. I mean, if you're gonna do it back to stock, yeah, sure, that's, you know, it's your choice. But if you're going to do it back to stock, make it pop, if you get my drift. Don't just have it bland white on white. Have it sort of like a silver or a red or a black or a bluish colour, or you know, something that's going to stand out on the car, that's going to make the car go, hey, look at me, I'm right here. Because I guarantee you that you'll have head turners. I swear to God, it'll be a head turner. That's what I've got planned for this thing. That car you see over on the other side, that one over there on the hoist, as you can see, the back lights are aftermarket, the front lights are aftermarket, the wheels are going to be aftermarket, all the stuff in the car is going to be racing, it's going to be chromed out everywhere. All parts that can be chromed will be chromed. The body is staying white, so I've got the wheels already, they're chromed up and ready to go. I've stripped the car of its innards. I've got the undercarriage out, the drivetrain out, the engine's out. So now it's just a case of rebuilding the interior, rebuilding the undercarriage, and putting a new engine in it, and that's it. That car there, I'm going to we'll try and, as it is based off a BMW, that car is going to be totally done out to the point of, well, I don't know exactly what to say about it, but I want to try and boost it out to make it sound or run like a race car that would be built by BMW. But getting back to the job at hand, which is this little beautiful thing here, we've got to decide on what we're going to do with it. Okay. So I could end up making this broadcast a two-part series or a two-parter on this, I'm not sure. Probably the strip down and putting on the new panels, I'm unsure. The second part of it will be more than likely the rebuild of the car completely, including maybe, if I don't do it tonight, will be the repaint. I'm unsure at this point. However, with this car, the reason why I'm doing this car is because a mate of mine, as I said, who I've known for a number of years, likes a 57 Chev. Now, I know for a fact, because of what his daughter's told me and his stepson, he watches my channel every once in a while and he watches all the videos I've done. This one particular one, the rebuild of 57 Chev Belair, I hope to God he watches. It's going to be a two-part series. This will be the first one. I'll be taping the second one. Probably tomorrow. So, yep. That's basically gonna be it. Now, you see me strip the car. Now I'm just going to put the body panels on it and then decide on what I'm going to do with the aftermarket parts. I don't know what to do for the aftermarket parts. I don't even know if I'm going to put any aftermarket parts on it or not. So I don't know what to do with it just yet. I'm waiting for a comment from people to tell me what I should do with the vehicle. If I should put aftermarket parts on it, or do I keep it stock? Is that all you want? Or do I put aftermarket parts on, or do I leave it stock. Now, as I said, this could be a two-part series. One, bodywork and the stripping of the undercarriage. I don't know yet. So let's get down to business with this car. Now, bodywork first of all for the 57. Now, if you guys are watching, if anybody does or is watching, please let me know what you want me to do in the way of aftermarket parts. I have not chosen any parts for the... Huh? Yeah, okay. Before I do anything else, I am going to go to aftermarket and have a look at aftermarket to see what there is in the way for aftermarket parts. Oh, there is a... Oh, there's two! That's new. I know what I might do. Yeah. What the hey? Oh boy. And there's the bodywork put on. Now, because I didn't get any comments on whether aftermarket parts were to go on, I thought I'll put aftermarket parts on it anyway. The hood I've got on it has got room for a supercharger, so what I might do is have a look and see what I can do in the way of a supercharger. What can I do in the way of engines? Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. 2 carb supercharge, alright. First things first though, let's move this thing to the spray shop. Actually, that looks quite good in red. Okay guys, I've just had a conference with... What the... You like that, do you? And there we have it. The only vote that I had was from, well, my partner. I was kind of hoping I had more, but still. Not to be worried. It does actually look quite good. Now to take it back to the shop. and strip it down. First of all, I've got to have a look at something. I will be doing a continuation on of this car very soon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tear the gearbox out as well as the differential, or drivetrain as it's more commonly known, possibly the back end, I don't know yet. Now please let me know in comments if anybody wants me to chrome out the entire car in the way of the undercarriage, or do I do the following, which I was going to do on another car. The undercarriage I was going to completely black out because the car was red. But I was told not to by certain people, one of which was a very good friend of mine who streams with me on Breakpoint every once in a while. Or when I stream on Breakpoint, he will do the same. Although he did turn around to me and say to me at one stage, "It's your car, it's your choice," and I thought, well, yes, but still. I like input from other people when I do cars like this. For example, if I was to do this car like this now, and I tell you now, if that friend of ours was here and he saw me doing this, or if he was watching me on YouTube, and I asked him or asked people for their input on what to do with the car, I guarantee you, right, this is guaranteed that he would say this. He would say do it stock. Now, I do plan on doing one stock. It is going to be one of these. It's going to be a 57 Chev, but this one is going to be a maxed out 57 Chev. That's the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing to it. Now I'm going to lower it. Actually, hang on. I don't think there's much to do in the way of the... No, there's not really. Okay. What I'll do is I will do the strip down now, and then my next episode you'll see me do this car again, and when I am rebuilding this car hopefully will turn out beautiful. I know it's going to turn out really good, but I'm kind of hoping it turns out better than what I've hoped. I know one thing for sure, one of my friends will like it, and as I said to you before, that friend of mine who likes the 57 Chev, I wouldn't be too surprised if he ends up watching this, and if he does, good. I'd love to see his input on the car when it's done. I've got the back end to do yet. Seeing that I've done the car blue, I may chrome out the entire car in the way of its gearbox and all that. I'm not sure about that. I'll have to have a good think because, well, I want it to look spectacular, if you get my drift. And I know a lot of people will turn around and go, oh no mate, you got to put it back as it was Camaro if you want it to look real good. I'm doing it as a show car. As I've said to people before, the cars that I do in this game are show cars. I do them up to look like show cars. And the only reason for that is because I've been to plenty of car shows and you see a lot of cars like this one here in there, done out, and they are maxed out to the point where, well, how am I going to say this? They've maxed them out to the point of no return. And when I say that, I mean in a good way. Now, all I've got to do is bum. Now just remember guys, this episode is only the tear down of the vehicle, not the complete rebuild. The complete rebuild is part 2. And it's also, this episode was also the repaint and tear down. The next episode will be getting the spare parts and, well, chroming out parts that are going to be done, chromed out. And done to the point where hopefully, and I mean this, really hopefully, I know it's only a game, but a friend of mine plays this game, and another friend of mine plays Car Mechanic 2018. I play Car Mechanic 2018 sometimes, but I also play this one as well. Another friend of mine plays this one, and we go out of our way to try and beat each other in the way of profit. Now, I sold a Ford F100 1955 model this morning after doing it up last night in a stream, mind you, which took 3 hours. I sold that ute, or that pickup, for about $19,000. Now another friend of mine who had the same pickup basically did the same thing to it. The poor guy only sold it for $17,000. I really feel sorry for him, because the car by rights, with the make it was, if he'd done what I had done to it, and I think he may have, he should have been able to get $19,000 for it. I seriously think he should have got that for it. I think it was a tad unfair about how much he got, to be honest. Now, also, before I do anything else to the car, I am going to lower it. There is one thing I do want to have a look at. Interior wise, it's only got the back seat, so the back seat's got to go, it's got to get fixed. In drivetrain wise, or not drivetrain, but in the way of wheels and whatnot, let's see what there is. Oh, hello. I could actually use those wheels, to be honest. After all, it is going to be basically a hot rod. I've now got to decide on what colour to do the wheels though, that's the thing. Because when I did these tyres originally the first time, they were painted, I painted them red. Little did I know that the only section of the red would be the outer rim, like the spokes you see there. That's the only part that went red. I was kind of hoping the entire rim would go red. So that was a bit of a shot in the foot. But yeah, I will think on that to see if I do decide to use those tyres, those rims at all. I doubt I will, but if I do, so be it. You never know, I might use a different set of rims altogether. With that in mind and that being said, I am going to leave it here for now. I will do another episode 2 will be done probably inside the next day, maybe sooner, unknown. But please, I beg of you, leave likes and comments on my videos, and also please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate all the subscriptions that do come. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, but as I said, this 57 Belair is going to be the next one, the following video as well. Hopefully I can get it done inside that next video. If not, I have to do a third video for this car. I'm unsure at the moment. I'm kind of hoping I don't have to, but if I do, I do. So yeah, I shall catch you guys later, and hope you all have fun gaming and play safe and play fair. No modding on PS4 or Xbox or PS5, because it's unfair on people who don't mod and who can't mod. So the only things you really should be able to do is mod on PC, and that is about it, legally mind you, and just have fun doing it. Okay, Camaro out.